YouTube, Twitch, I'm coming to you live with the silver phallus in my face once again with Legends of Legaia. Have not budged it. Probably need to heal. If I had to, yep, certainly do. I was going to say, haven't budged an inch. Where the hell do I heal? Arg!
Hello.
Thank you so much for 22 months, almost a whole year. I forget where I go. It's probably not free, I'll tell you that, but I'm forgetting where I go to heal. There's gotta be an inn. There's always an inn in these places, right? Surely. In fact, these usually, it's the day school. They'll probably object if I come in and take a nap. It's the elevator. The cafe. The community hall. Tim, no, you're not first. Arg was first, you fake fan. Good try, though, Tim. Still, though, nice to see you at the arm show. I think I got some money from that boss fight. 8,000, not enough to get me there. My lovely wife, Kaida, as well. Everybody's here. So, yeah, we need to, that's Broadway, baby. We need to head down south. God. Why are we heading south? I know that's where the tree is. That's the extent of it. But I feel like there was more to it than just the tree is down there, you know? I feel like there's the end. There was a proper reason that we needed to go down there. Like, we need to get something down there. Oh, I think we have the tree sapling, and the idea is that we have to plant the tree down there. And then we can, you know, give it a hug and expel the mist. And then this nice, quaint little Vegas-esque town will be better. Although the big grumpy guy seems like he has a thing or two to say about that, which seems curious. There's probably some healing area someplace nearby. Yeah, an inn. It's always an inn, isn't it? You never walk in and they say, "Hi, welcome to the library. You can heal up here." It's always an inn. Just once in a JRPG, I'd like to walk into a mini golf course, and they're like, "Here you can restore your health and mana." And I'm like, cool, sweet. What a great deal. All right, ooh, I can save here. But why can I save here? I will, but why? I mean, I will now that I'm all healed up. I'm wondering, why is there a save point here? Something I will say is very nice about Duck Station. Hydrate! Joke's on you, baby. Got Gatorade with me. Now, it's not a big thing of Gatorade, and there's every chance I'll run out and have to switch over to this fun-sized thing of rum. But, yeah. For a while there, I've got Gatorade. I seem to recall also at the guidance of one Mr. Pretty Little Psycho. Oh, fuck the spoons. I forgot spoons. Spoons are not only an enemy, they are completely inaccurate. I don't care who you are, that's not a spoon. Currently at a high school wrestling tournament. Oh. Well, don't worry, they're only high schoolers. You can probably take them. But yeah, I need to give, like, this, these weird loaves of bread to chests, of all things. You'll be here for a whole minute and a half. No, that's still there. It's just a tiny one. I admit it's not, you know, no one's gonna write home about the size of this massive Gatorade or anything. It's roughly the size of my entire hand. If anyone's wondering, it's 12 ounces. So not a lot. It's like the size of my coffees in the morning when I'm at work. Don't drink a lot of coffee when I'm at home. I'm lagging some. Well, you're on a high school Wi-Fi, like, on the other end of the country. I think I'm fine. Looking at my feedback, I'm doing alright, but, yeah, there's nothing to be said for your connection, given it's probably a mobile connection at a high school in Illinois. Scott, there you are. Huh. I smell something good. It's sorrel bread. Job related. Well, he's a bus driver, I have to assume, yeah. Do you wish to give the bread to the... Yep, sure do. Thank you. The sage's hunger has been satisfied. Heroes, I thank you. I don't know why I did that, but sure. I bought 8 of you because I was told I needed 8 of you. I'll do my best to find you guys. In fact, I'll probably find you guys because it was a lot of money to get all this crap, and I'm not wasting that. Son of a bitch. Hello, ma'am. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna feed bread to your treasure chests. You know, what do you say about that? Some side missions are just kind of like, eh? Oh, to be odd, since it's your old high school. Well. I don't know, unless you're a parent or an employee, it seems like a weird thing to just casually be at a high school wrestling tournament. Or, you know, you're a high school aged wrestler. Those are the only 3 people that should be there. So Arg was just making sure you were one of those things. You're not on Wi-Fi? Oh, well then you're on 3G, so... Yeah, that's always going to be slower than Wi-Fi. Not nearly as stable. Or 4G or 5G or whatever you're on. Whatever G you're on isn't as stable as Wi-Fi. Oh god, I forgot they did this. Fatal decision. And Wi-Fi isn't as stable as Ethernet. Hey, I don't know if killing me is even an option, but I'd prefer it if we didn't. A raid? Oh, name! God, breaking the... Why is it everyone who raids feels the need to break through the damn window? The door's unlocked, for God's sakes, guys. Saw you were playing, it was Shin Megami Tensei, yeah? Welcome on in, O-Name. Yep. Poked my head in for a bit, but, ate lunch. I saw you were basically a shirtless guy named Adam running around punching people, so, you know. Normal day at the office for Shin Megami Tensei, I imagine. Speaking of totally normal things, I'm feeding bread to a treasure chest, so... 3 encounters with Jack Frost where he did nothing but spammed a move that summoned another Jack Frost. I've been in battles like that. Earthbound had a fucking boss fight when I was younger that had me fight like 9 dudes. It was gross, man, when kids don't go there and hang in a high school sports tournament or some high school in general is an odd thing. For a normal person, yes. Like I said, the only 3 people allowed to be at a high school sporting event are parents, players, and people that, like, are associated with the team or employees in some way. So, like, you know, the bus driver or a coach or a hot dog vendor, you know, someone working the concession stands. They would all be allowed there. But, just a random dude? Yeah, no, not so much. Oh, you're gonna be a coach later on. Hell yeah. Fellow chicken farmers. It's a different one every time with you, isn't it, 7-9? No, I repeat them. Is Chicken Farmer a repeat? I guess we did plant things that produced chicken, didn't we? Or, like, how did it work? We would put down, like, an egg, that would then hatch, and then we would, like, leave scraps or something, and the chickens would eat it and grow up, and then we could harvest them. That was it. We grew a chicken tree, then we killed the chicken. Yeah, it was something like that. After New Year's? Ah, well. I mean, that's in, like, 3 days? So, yeah, I would say, speaking of future events, a lot of them are most likely after New Year's. For example, my 500,000 gamer score stream. Well, that's New Year's Day, but, you know, you can call that after New Year's. After the new year starts. Ringing it in with a fresh gamer score milestone. Also help training? Hell yeah. Well, that's, I mean, that's the job of a coach, isn't it? Nice defense increase. I'm glad to see it helped you. You're named Adam per Tin's request. Ugh, gross. It's my name. Disgusting. Hate when people use my real name that aren't like my family, who've already done it for years. I now have a healing berry. And yeah, you want the bread. There you go, champ. That's 4, I think? That's just your nickname? Only shows in battle? Oh, well, good. Speaking of weird things like this, where I'm feeding bread to chests. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like it. It's that classic Japanese, it's just kinda weird and it's never explained. There's no way out down here. It's just the basement. Okay. But, I don't know why I always think of it. Silent Hill 4 is a great example of, like, weirdness that is absolutely batshit, but kind of makes sense. Because if you don't know, the plot of Silent Hill 4, and sorry if this is completely out of nowhere, the plot of Silent Hill 4 revolves around a man who is convinced that an apartment building is his birth mother. Or sorry, not an apartment building, a specific room in an apartment building is his birth mother. And you might think that sounds insane, and you'd be right. The guy is a serial killer. He's not altogether there. But he's convinced that his fucking apartment is his actual birth mom, and it's like, oh. And he's a lunatic murderer, you say? Oh no, I'm numb. And it's like, well, yeah, that's, I mean, that tracks. If anyone was going to think that, they would have to be a lunatic serial murderer. Demifeed's name is Token Madarame? Jesus Christ. Ha. What's the female? Is it Kaida? Is it Token Lady? Is it Nathan? LeFin. Isn't that Ellie's last name? It's the end. Oh. Fair enough. LeFin. Actually adding highlight video for your progress so far. No. I thought her name before she swapped to Mama Ellie because of her account lockout was like Ellie Finn. You know what I should have done? Now that I think about it. Username's 79279. That's true. What I should have done when Ellie kept asking for mod, I should have modded her old account that she can't access anymore. And then been like, what do you mean? I modded you. Just to access that account. Can't help it if you can't access the account I modded. That's on you. Suppose I'll heal up and save here. Good old orb magic. Got 7-9's numbers wrong. It's literally 7-9. How do you get that wrong? 97. Shit. Ah, well. Damn you, dyslexia. I think this is the way I came in from. I assume that's the way I came in from. Okay, this is 5, I think. I got life water, I think it said. Oh, you actually did screw him up with 97. Alright, fair enough. Hello, sir. Don't mind me. Putting 279 in his family and 079 is his given name. Ah, I see. But it's Japanese, so they kept calling him, you know, by the family name. Because Japan! It's simple. Just make the family name and the given name the same name. Like Mario. Makes perfect sense. Now all the Japanese people are cool with calling the Italian plumber by his first name. You at least say Boss and All of Nocturne is named after one of your favorite token viewers. Nathaniel? Jockey denim. Because that's all she literally wears. Sure, dude. She's just a big Dukes of Hazzard fan. What's the problem? Only name you did without asking Tim. Well. I hope you feel bad about it. I'm sure eventually Tim will forgive you. Alright, this is number 6. Have your damn bread. Part of me hopes this pays off with something good. Another part of me kind of doesn't want it to, because this is just so weird that I'm feeding treasure chests bread. It's like, oh, but why? Why am I feeding them bread? Oh my god. His health. It is the number of the devil. Wow. Way to be an asshole, Ghost, tonight. This guy's a straight-up dick. I'm glad you don't have anything below the waist, because otherwise I would deliberately aim there. Thank you. Stop blocking all my damn hits. Also gonna set you all on auto. I swear to God, if you're doing low attack. Jesus Christ! At least you got 3 hits in. Holy crap. This guy doesn't have any legs for me to sweep, and you gave him a shield half the size of his body. Outrageous. I heard your voice? Yeah. For a bit. Watch for like, 20, 30 minutes. Game audio was a bit quiet, but I heard you. When do we get a voice reveal for own name? Well, I mean, He's not streaming at the moment, but next stream, I imagine. 20 to 30 minutes? Yeah. Well, I tuned into you, and then I had to go eat lunch, and I had other shit to do. Now I need orb. Orb! Actually, we're kind of full at that point. Just didn't think you'd be interested. In the game, not that much, but, you know, it was good background noise. I always like having background noise, and I'm not really picky about what it is. Another save point, Jesus. Probably increase the game audio, so thanks for the feedback. Yeah, no problem. It was super loud on the first stream, so you made it quiet. Well, just split the difference and you should be fine. I mean, this looks like it's a thing. Sure sounds like it's a thing, too, but I got no idea, so... Well, that statue's a concern. Sage's guard dog. Huh. Penguin, what up? I'm guessing if it's the Sage's guard dog, I need to fill all the fucking things with bread. Which means I've probably missed a few. That also reminds me, once the new year comes around, I gotta kill the Christmas duck and put a new emote in there. I got a couple at this point. Got too many emotes for all the slots, though, so definitely not commissioning any more for a while. Fill up the 8. I filled up 6. I need to find the other 2. I want to be a fly in the room, preferably a fly that speaks Japanese, in the room, when the developers were saying, okay, so we've got them going down the tower, all right? That's where the tree needs to be planted. That's where the mist will be dispersed of. It'll be great. So what sort of puzzle do we have them solve to get there? And a guy goes, I know. Let's have talking treasure chests require bread. Then that man was promoted for some reason. I'd have promoted him right into a cannon and shot him out of it. But, you know, they decided to promote the man all the way to head game maker extraordinaire. Because if you ask me, that is a silly puzzle. I don't know where the others would be is the problem. Did I go in here? Looks like it'd be a weapons store. They're mimics, aren't they? Why are we feeding mimics? Well, I mean... we're feeding these, yeah, swift water. So I got the treasure chest, you know, swift water. And I talk to it again, and it's like, hey, I smell the bread! Give me some bread. And I say yes, and it's like, ooh, doggy, thanks for the bread, chum. Because all of the treasure chests are Yosemite Sam, if that wasn't clear. I think I saw the last one up there. And that should be 8. I'll double check after I put that last one in, but or this next one in. But I think that'll take me to 8. Funny enough, in the first stream, I actually talked about you. I mean, I can't imagine why I'm not that interesting. But thank you for the free advertisement, I suppose. A lot of people's first stream is the one that does the best, because they tell all their friends and they come out to support. And then the friends slowly realize that this person isn't actually funny enough to just sit around chatting at video games for X amount of hours. And they never watch again. Can we get not death, please? I'll take anything that isn't horrible. Well, that poison? Oh, it's whatever this is. Completely numb! Different from numb in some way. Yeah, big shout out to not death. Oh! I see what completely numb is. Interesting. I guess medicine up there, champ. Bit of a madman yesterday. I finished Black Ops 1 in a day. Woo! Literally 30 minutes ago, you finished Sonic Mania. Is that the, that's the 2D one that came out, like, a couple of years ago, right? The one not by Sega? Yeah. Damn, Black Ops 1 in a day is pretty good. I mean, it's not a hugely long campaign or anything, but that's still, you know, a good 8 to 10 hours you just put in. Black Ops 1. It's not bad. It's probably the best Black Ops. Some people, you know, judge the Black Ops based on their zombie maps or the co-op maps. But, you know, story-wise, that one's probably the best. I don't think anyone's too crazy about, you know, 3. You might have to get your eyes checked out. Yeah, I mean, maybe. A lot of people do. Yeah, that was all of them, I assume. Because now there's a rumbling. Black Ops 2 is an even better campaign. It might be more fun, but story-wise, I've never heard anyone talk about how Black Ops 2 is better than 1. I've heard people say it's good, but that 1 is preferred. The idea being they like that, 1 was kind of a breath of fresh air, in that it was, you know, Bay of Pigs in Vietnam, and, you know, the Cuban Missile Crisis and things like that, whereas, you know, 2 is same old modern war stuff. Well, with Mendez. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I've heard good things about Mendez, and I've heard some fun things about the campaign. But from what I'm led to understand, everyone preferred the, it was unique, at least, to be doing, you know, Cuban Missile Crisis. The only sympathetic COD villain. Yeah. There was that level. That's a good level. You're telling me you didn't like the bald guy from the Modern Warfare 2 reboot? Josh, or whatever his name was? There's multiple endings? That I didn't know. I've played 1 and I enjoyed it. I did not play 2, nor did I play 3 or 4. Black Ops might have been the last Modern Warfare I played. 3? I played Modern Warfare... I say Modern Warfare. COD I played. I played Modern Warfare 3, and I played Black Ops 1. And that was the last one I played for the longest time. I tried to play the new, like, reboot Modern Warfare, but they literally would not let me play it unless I made an Activision account and went online, and it's like, I don't need to do either of these for single player. And they said, actually you do. And I said, alright, I'm not fucking playing you then. And returned it. Black Ops Cold War is underrated. Is it? I thought Black Ops was rather well regarded. Maybe not a lot of people played it, but I thought it reviewed very well. The numbers, Mason. What do they mean? He's screaming his bloody head off. Turns out that one guy never existed or whatever. Blanking on his name, but you know who I mean. Oh, Black Ops Cold War is the game in between 1 and 2. I've literally never heard of it, so yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Yes, that would be underrated, since I've never even heard of it. I thought you shook because I activated all the shit. Maybe I need to come in here now and... Alright, it's powered on. Maybe. It's a... I fed all the things bread! What do you want from me? I put bread in all 8 chests. It shook angrily. I want you to feed me bread. No. I think I used them all. I bought 8. And I don't have any more Soru bread or anything. Ooh, all stats +4 to an ally. Holy shit. Main guy. Why not? The Reznov. Reznov was his name. I know World at War. Purely by, reputation. First Call of Duty I played was Modern Warfare 1. So Call of Duty 4, I guess, strictly speaking. Speed +4. You're a slow bitch there, Madarame. Defense, guess you have some of the worst. Actually, you have the best lower body defense. You have the worst upper body defense. Just boost both, why not? I mean, all the pipes are going. There's 8 pipes. Why the fuck isn't this thing moving? It's the dog. I fed all the chests bread. The machines a whirring. Might have to look up what the hell they want me to do here. Poor Tim seems busy, and he's the only one who knows the answer. Well, I'm mashing A to get through this combat. Why not? Maybe you need to feed the chest bread. I did that 8 times. I can make something up if you want. I like how your made-up thing is the thing I've already done 8 times. Walkthrough. Game FAQs, save me. You better have ASCII art for this game, otherwise it's not worth my goddamn time. Okay, they have ASCII art. It's a good guide, they have ASCII art. Instead of them BL2, the best ending is the one where Woods lied about being in a wheelchair and Mason is dancing with Reznov and Mason. Trippy. Now I have to fucking even find where I am in this thing. Sorin Camp, Floating Castle. I haven't been to the Floating Castle yet. Mount Dinny, Booma. A lot of bosses, apparently. Jesus. Am I just in the boss guide? Rumayas, the research. I haven't been to a research center yet. Okay, I fought Gaza. God, has a lot of good bromances. That's about my voice lyrics. I'm a little insecure about it. What do you mean? It sounded fine. Oh, this is the second boss fight against Gaza. Okay, so... Turn it in and heal up. Okay, so with this boss taken care of... Is it Gaza? Okay, yes. You have a new challenge ahead of you. To accomplish the next part, you will need 8 sour bread, which will not be sold in the bakery. Or which will... You will note they are being sold in the bakery for 6,000 each, which can get very expensive. There's a better way to do it. It's a bit of, talking about the, how to farm money. Return to the inn, heal up, and head downstairs. Go past the elevator to the 3rd floor. Speed elixir. Continue left in the next room. Find a wonder in a golden book. You sound fine. Yeah, you sounded great. I'm sorry I have to look up a guide for this, but literally I put bread in chests and a thing isn't happening. That statue's blocking my fucking path. Push the lever in front of you when you get down the stairs. Head down the path and put the purple switch. Stop the... Nope. Too far. Talking about flipping switches. When you find a statue blocking the path, backtrack one door, go inside a large double door, use the controls to move the statue out of the way. Hey, cool! Well, it's blocking my way. God. Really? How many times did I run up and mash the button and also look at the... Whatever. Is that I already fed the chest's bread section? Yeah. He who seeks the warrior's square must sate the sage's hunger. All the sages have been satisfied. Yeah, boy, have they. What should we do? Something weird is gonna happen. I know it. We've put bread in talking chests. I think that's already happened. Calm down, Madarame. Listen, I hear something. That was, finicky. To say the least. Is that a ghost? Yeah, it seems to be. Am most impressed. You who solved my riddle, don't be scared. I am Usha. Dr. Usha, Drusha, if you will. I'm pleased to make your acquaintance. Hi, Dr. Usha. Madarame, always up for anything. Don't be alarmed, this is a mechanical device, it is not the real me. Never mind the Calypso music either, it was stuck on default, I don't know how to turn it off. I know not whether I will still be alive by the time you hear this message. Shoot next, Infamous 2, Tales of Xillia, Tales of Basiria, LA Noire, Final Fantasy 15, 13 2, or Virtua Tennis 4. Why do you keep adding more and more games? Crazy. Infamous 2. Yeah, you could use some running around and jumping over treetops and buildings and whatnot. Go for Infamous 2. I recorded this message just after sealing the Sage's Gate. I did this to protect the Warrior Square from the approaching mist and its cohorts. If I'm lucky, I will survive the mist long enough to meet you. Proceed with the Genesis Tree seedling. Heroes, drive the mist from Seoul. You know, he took a big gamble. There was no way past that statue except by that. Especially in a circular tower where I probably could have just leant over the railing and shimmied along the other side of it. How did Usha know we were here? We should take this Genesis Tree seedling to the Warriors Square like he said. Yeah, like, I definitely could have hopped the railing and put my foot in the spaces in the grating there, and just kind of shimmied around the statue if I really wanted to. So not the finest security is what I'm saying. Best video game bromance. BT and Jack Cooper. That's a good one. That's a good one. Oh, hey, it's this thing. And a mage! I was gonna say, speaking of Infamous, Cole and Zeke are pretty good. As far as bromances go. Oh, I feel bad. I'm blanking on his name, which suggests it's not a good bromance. In Mafia 2, Tony and his friend's name. I'm blanking on his friend's name. Mason and Woods? Mason and Reznov? I don't know about Mason and Reznov. That was, well, don't know about that one. I'm sure for one of them it was a bromance. It was a bromance. Well, for one level it was. It was delusional for all the other levels. Oh, she got the spell now, too. Hell yeah. Ratchet and Clank. Kind of hard to beat that bromance. It's iconic. Reznov stopped those scientists from brainwashing Mason to kill JFK. Well, he did. An argument could be made that Mason stopped Mason. Well, I mean, Look, the important thing is Mason enjoyed himself while he thought Reznov was hanging around with him. Joe, that was his name. Tony and Joe from Mafia 2. Chuck Green and Frank West from Case West, Dead Rising. That was pretty bromancy, watching the two of them sprint down the hallway, both dressed as Dr. Wily. Just a couple of guys being dudes. Reese and Vaughn from Tales from the Borderland. That's pretty bromancy. At least according to Fiona, it was. Marcus and Dom leap to mind from Gears of War. Akiko and Shinjiro. Majima and Saijima. Just a couple of bros. Didn't Snake and Otacon adopt a kid together? That's about as bromantic as he can get. I mean, you could argue the B is dropped at that point. They adopted a child together. A Wonder Amulet? I wonder how it works. I got so many of these. Oh, I gotta activate, I think, the Ivory Book. It increases... Oh, okay. Just... Chicken Heart, Guardian Chain, Magic Ring, Wisdom Ring. Nullify all abnormal statuses. That's pretty good, actually. And I mean, fire is so specific. Yeah, sure, I'll equip the Wonder Amulet. A golden book. What's a golden book do? Increases gold obtained after battle by 25%. That could be good. Money's kind of an issue at times. Against wind, sure. Throw on the golden book. Hell yeah. And there's a save point. Cloud and Barrett, you can go on a manly bromantic date. That is debatably canon. I don't know if there is a canon option for that date. I know there's an achievement in Final Fantasy VII for going on a date with Barrett. Void accessories. Oh, Oh, what? I better get that back. What the fuck do you mean it's been removed? This guy's trying to rob me. Outrageous. Wario and Waluigi, I think, are pretty poster boy for bro. Bromantic, I mean. Since they are not related and Waluigi's just some guy who showed up. Decided, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna be that guy's skinny sidekick with a weird chin. Double slash kick, you fool. Oh, he's still kicking. Oh. There we go. A double slash kick, you fool. You thought you'd survive. I bring this up because I have no idea what a bird step and a something else. Just saving slot 1 here. This is a weird tower I find myself in. It's a cool idea for a dungeon. The top part of the tower hasn't been affected by the mist. Lower part has been. Genesis Tree Monument. The construction of Seoul began in the age of legendary Emperor Etora I. It is said that Etora chose this site because of the Genesis Tree. Oh, I thought he planted the tree. Okay. Since mythical times, the Genesis Tree has been considered the guardian tree of Seoul. For unknown reasons, the tree has withered in the age of the Holy Emperor Etora IV. Boy. The third guy really dodged a bullet there, huh? Etora IV moved the Genesis Tree to the Byron Temple in keeping with the prophecy of Hari. This monument is dedicated to the memory of the Genesis Tree. Okay, dude. You say so. The air is so cold, I'm chilled to the bone. This place is weird. The air is stale from being sealed in here for so long. God, it's a Switch electric puzzle. What's that in the middle of those strange rocks? That must be the Warrior's Square. Well, it looks more like a circle, but okay. Square must be behind these stones. I want to see the square. I want to see the stones. What's this giant lever in front of us? Oh. Well, we're like halfway. Great progress for now. Huh. Interesting. Does it stay off for like a period of time or until I run through it again? Guess we'll never know. Medusa! Like the actual Medusa? Just hanging out? I guess so, because that's a fucking issue. Well, this is a potential problem. What was it with JRPGs and being like, and then you turn to stone? Could you not, actually? I'd rather not have an insta-kill status effect in the game. That's just something I would rather not have. They're like, nope, it's gotta be there. You're hitting the one made of stone. What the fuck's your problem? You turned her to stone. A bold move from Medusa's part there. Now that I've turned you to stone, I'm going to slap you lightly across the face. Sorry, what now? And you think this will stop me in some way? Well, no, the stone stopped you. Alright, so why the hitting across the face? You're asking a lot of questions for someone I've turned to stone. And you know what, I guess I can't argue, but the other two guys probably had similar questions. Just saying. The guy that I looked at, by the way, was explaining how best to get the, how best to get the bread. Definitely involved fighting people. Alright, so it does seem like it waits until I run through. So this is a puzzle about... God, running through. In order to... Because now I can run up there. Hitting the right switches in order to get to the other one. Oh god, it's a whole ass puzzle. I wouldn't mind that so much if I didn't have to fight enemies the entire goddamn time. That's a real kicker for that. Hey, at the very least, since she has that spell now too, in theory I could double up on this guy fucking pinning people to a wall. Which, yeah, right, my turns will take forever, but in theory I'm putting out 4,000 damage a turn, which, given how tanky these bosses are, might be what I end up doing. 4,000 a turn is nothing to sneeze at, even if the summon animations are enough for me to write the next great American novel. Call it why 1998 was a mistake. The Legends of Legaia story. I'll blow like 30 people's minds if they saw it in Barnes & Noble. Whoa, someone remembers this. Ah, got it. Well, there we go. That was easy enough. It's just a matter of getting down there, which is accomplished by way of... Oh, it's that, so... Up here? Yeah. There. One more fight, and then we get to plant the fucking thing. And then maybe it'll realize where it is and be like, I should grow quickly, and then we get to touch it, and it, you know, all the mist goes away, and everyone has a great time! The town's a swinging, lively joint again, now that their friends and family are back. The mage pulled out, like, 9 different weapons. He had, like, claws and a shield. It reminds me of, what's her name from Darkstalkers? This isn't gonna help my case. I don't remember the name of the hopping Chinese vampires either. Other than hopping Chinese vampires. But that thing is a character in the fighting game Darkstalkers, and her whole thing is that she, like, pulls out a bunch of different weapons. Out of her massive sleeves. Tried to get good playing as her, but she's just a little too slow for me. Jiro. I'm gonna assume her name was Jiro. Or Junji. Something like that. I think it started with a J. But who knows? Anyway. Now I get to bully this well, bullying. I don't know if I'm fighting a boss. I'm planting a tree. Decidedly an unboss fight-like activity. Once more with feeling with the old orb. And here we are. Madarame, the Genesis tree. We have to plant the seedling quickly. Madarame, hurry. I'm worried about Songi and Gaza. Oh, right. Yeah. Oh, god damn it, Songi. Thank you for always thinking of members of the Moron Brigade. Oh, damn. Got him. Whoa. I wouldn't want to ruin my reputation by not living up to your morons' expectations. Wha-ha! Songi, leave here peacefully now. What did you do with the old man Gaza? Well, well. We're doing again. Do you have to take botany now? We were going to plant a tree so that we could get rid of the mist. Pretty much everything that I'm doing currently, Arg, can be boiled down to touch tree, get rid of mist. How touching. The barbarian girl is fond of the old geezer. I'm steaming. No, it's streaming. I'm streaming. Hey, if you want to see him that much, then go ahead. Gaza, come out. We have visitors. Haha! I'm just as crazy about this geezer as you fools are. In fact, I like him so much I gave him a custom-fitted Simsaru. It looks like a bat floating next to his head. He's a super geezer now, and quite formidable opponent, too. Now then. I'll leave you to the geezer. If you'll forgive me, I must be going. I'm so busy. I would wish you good luck, but that won't do you any good. Hey, so if evil people get rad teleporting portals, maybe we're on the wrong side, because that seems really useful. He can just pop in and out of wherever he wants. Madarame, stay away from him. He's possessed by a Seiru. Oh my god, he's purple now. And spikier? Madarame, the old man, Gaza, he's being destroyed. Oh my god, he's in a frenzy. There's nothing to do now but fight him. I forgot he fucking talked like this. Thou wouldst hinder my path of carnage. You must die. Prepare to die by the steel of the astral sword. Prepare to meet thy doom. Alright. Sure, dude. Sounds cool. We're gonna just kick it off with this fucking thing again. And hey, guess what? She has it too. Takes 72 MP to use this. Madarame 2 has 193 MP. Okay, so not using it terribly much, but hey, it's... The problem is its summon takes forever, but it does ludicrous damage, so I can't argue with it. Also, its summon does look cool, to be fair. The other summons just, like, come out of the ground or something. This guy has showmanship going on. That was 800. Psh, not using you. This guy packs 2,000 when I use him. What do you mean 800? Unless this dude's defenses are sky fucking high. Made a terrible mistake. Because when my first guy uses him, he packs a 2,000, you know, spear through the chest wallop. I'm not here for no 850. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. 2065. That's what we're looking for. Also, ow. Alright, Madarame 2, you're off the magic. What the hell are you doing? You're failing me is what you're doing. Alright, you are going to keep doing that, frankly. Because it gets results. You are going to... Do I have a Fury boost? I do. You're going to use that. And actually... Yeah, you're going to use a Fury boost. And you are going to use... that on... It's only 500. Is that worth it? I'd rather save Orb. Could give Power Elixir, increase attack. Use all stats for one battle. Oh, use that on this guy. Absolutely use that on Madarame 1. Again, it's... We wouldn't get the ability to skip summoning animations until, like, 2000, when Final Fantasy IX did it. But yeah, him going was definitely, like, all of the last video there. Or all of the end of the video. He just kept screaming that, Jesus Christ. Ho! Big numbers from this guy. That's a lot of damage. That slowed the game down immeasurably. Alright, everyone. Here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna do that again. You are going to use... I think I have Healing Berry. No. Magic Fruit? No.
Super Geezer.
Yeah, apparently. Do I not have any that's 800 for all allies? I don't. Uh-oh. Oh, wait, yes I do. Healing Fruit. Pop that. And for good measure, you're going to use an orb. Which should get us back to full. And also, you know, throw some 2,000 damage my way. For the Bitzone name. Yeah, the old man is, Turns out, evil is way stronger than good. Kind of like being a Jedi. What did the good Jedis get? Killed. What did the evil Jedis get? Wicked sweet Force lightning powers. I'm just saying. One of those is better than the other. Second playthrough of Titanfall 2. Cried a lot. Yeah, I played through it a second time not that long ago. I played it once for fun. Well, I played them both times for fun. Once I played it on the PS4, just because, you know, it was new and I wanted to play it. And the second time I played it was for achievements on the Xbox. And I got all the achievements. And let me tell you, that obstacle course, super fucking annoying. I had to get, like, top 3 on that leaderboard, and that was not a easy thing to do. That was super annoying. But I did it, by God. By God, I did it. I need the magic fruit? Yeah, I need to restore 200 MP. You need to do that, yeah, against him. And then you need to, I think, healing flower? No. Should be one that recovers all HP for an ally. Is it healing berry? Yeah, max HP. Use that on this poor girl. See how good this is? He's taking the hits. He can't handle the Swan Driver. 1996. What a year to be alive. The fact that he's attacking is gonna fucking kill Madarame 2. Really hoped Madarame 1 would pop his move before that, but cool that he didn't. Guess if you use that... Way to waste the fucking healing berry. I was gonna say, if you use that on yourself, it's not the worst thing in the world, I guess. Awesome that you didn't. You just wasted it on her. That's only a full restore. Wouldn't want to, you know, save that or anything. You fucking goddamn worthless sack. It's okay, we got phoenixes. Might I have been better off healing with Madarame 1? Yeah, probably. If I need to do this fight again, A, I can play it a little bit differently, a little more smart. And B, I'll drop a save state after the fucking puzzle, so I don't have to do that again. Just hit Madarame 1, and we'll be fine. Yeah, there we go! Look at that, he's blocking! Look at that champion go! Perfect! Exactly what we needed to happen. Exactly. Anyway, you can actually go for this. And then you can orb everyone. Boy, you'd think after the 4th or 5th time they'd stop standing in front of that stone. Kamaro here really gives them plenty of time to get out of the way. I mean, maybe they realize it's futile. He's still gonna shoot the spike at them. It's just a matter of whether or not the spike gets pinned to the wall, or it goes all the way through you. Listen, I'm just saying if that happened to me, I'd go home. I'd be like, I don't want to fight anymore. These fucking teenagers are summoning tiny dirt rats that can shoot spears 900,000 miles an hour at me. I'm not prepared. Is that your hit everyone move because you're just so fucking cool like that? Certainly is. Guys, it's hit everyone move because he's so fucking cool like that. Okay. We're gonna keep this going with Ken Morrow. You are going to use let's restore life. We need a healing berry on yourself, and you also get to eat a healing berry on yourself. Was that? Hell yes! Ken Morrow leveled up his magic and won the day. What a guy. What a Chad. The old man. Look, Madarame, the horrible Seiru is separating from his body. Oh. I thought it said I dropped my guitar. I was very confused for a second. Hand to God, I thought he said I dropped my guitar. I dropped my guard. I am utterly defeated by the enemy. Failed to keep the vow I made, my dream never to come true. Mar! Theodore! Beld! We are none of those people. Terra, he's dying, don't let him die. Why not both? He dropped his guard and his guitar. I mean, that's just insult to injury. Not only is his guard down, he dropped his guitar? That's just mean. Come on, the poor guy's dying. Let him at least hold on to something. Don't let him die. Help him. You're a Ra Seru. You have amazing power. Help the old man. Gaz's body is dying. There's nothing we can do. However... yes, that's it. It may be possible to keep his spirit alive. Special powers are needed to raise the Genesis tree seedling into a full-grown tree. Isn't that what you guys are here for? Gaza's strong spirit, which trapped Gaza in its prison. What? Gaza's strong spirit, which trapped Gaza in its prison. What? It's pure and earnest, is it? I thought it was trapping people in prison. It's pure and earnest enough to provide the tree seedling with energy it needs. Gaza's soul will live eternally through the tree in the warrior's square. How about no? Let the man die in peace. Don't trap him in a fucking tree. Sounds like a terrible fate. Nathan! Kicking his way through the guards. Why do I even hire them? Welcome, welcome. You mean the old man is gonna turn into a tree? Yeah, it's a terrible fate. Don't do it. I'm to become a tree that I've failed to uphold my vow? Yeah, it sounds rough, doesn't it? Then I can die contented. Will you? You'll be a tree. Help me join with the Genesis tree. Then can we touch him? I mean, I suppose, yeah. Gaza's pulse is getting weaker. Old man, if you really want to join with the Genesis tree. Madarame, place the Genesis seedling next to him. Let his energy flow into it. Right at his dick, huh? That's not dignified at all, but okay, sure. Way to go, Madarame. Hey, chat, if I'm ever dying and you have the option to grow a dick on top of my tree to save my life and stick me in a tree forever, let me die, alright? Give me some dignity and just let me die. Let me embrace the cold release. Don't stick me in a tree in a basement. Don't have a tree grow up through my dick, whatever the fuck's going on here. Just give it a miss. Don't bother with it. In-game. Grow a dick on my tree. No, don't! Grow a dick on top of my tree. You can definitely grow a dick on top of my tree, yeah. By all means, do that. If I have a tree, grow a dick on it. Go for it. God. None of this would have happened if he just held on to his guitar. Grow another dick on top of his dick. I mean, ladies. Level 6, level 5, and level 4. Is he stuck in the... Is there, like... it's his sword. Okay. I was gonna say, is that his armor poking through the tree? The fan's ready to quote Token when he misspeaks. Yep. Madarame, look! That's Gaza's keepsake. Well, it's his sword. I'm not sure keepsake is the right word. It's his sword. That's the old man! No, it's a sword! He wants us to use it now that he's gone. Well, I mean, it's not really my thing. This guy's like a club and axe man. I'm a knife guy. You're like a Tonfa girl. Not sure. We now have the astral sword. For an instant, Gaza saw his grandchild Mar's face in you, Madarame. Yeah, and then he realized it was a cruel lie. Old man, I mean Grandpa, watch over all of us. Well, don't patronize the guy. He's dead. What the fuck are you doing? This scene is all kinds of fucked up, I swear. Now you're gaslighting a dead old man who's living inside a tree about whether or not he has grandkids? Heroes, by the way. The good guys. So can I actually equip that? I can't imagine I can, but... Oh, there it is, Astral Sword. Whoa! It's a decent attack boost. It's a hugely... Whoa! That's a fantastic attack boost. Yeah, I'll be using that. Well, wait, let's see if I actually can. I have no idea if, who it's best for. Because according to this, yeah, Force Blade is better. So who's the better Madarame for the, It claims none of them, and that's not happening. Fuck you. Have we touched the tree yet? I mean, yes. Yes, we did. Alright! We freed this town. And then no one ever came to visit him. Old man. His name was Gaza, but okay, keep calling him that. Alright, we're out of there. And I don't think we have to fight any more monsters here. I assume. It's possible, I suppose, but that'd be weird. How's our... Oof, we need healing. To the inn! Is this a way to go? No. God damn it. There we go. All right. Hey, boys. What happened to the mist? What about the war? Did Soul win? God, you've been gone a while, eh? What am I doing here? My aching head. My whole body hurts. What's going on? Someone's got some splaining to do to these guys. It was one of Dr. Usha's personal... Or I was one of Dr. Usha's personal guards. As soon as we were relieved, the mist came after... After that, I don't remember anything. After he sealed the Sage Gate, Usha left for the northwest, saying he was returning to his lab. So his lab's in the northwest. Got it. They're gone, my husband and children. They're gone. What happened? When the mist disappeared from lower floors, the power to the elevator came back on. A lot of people have come down from up floors to see how things are down here. Before I go taking the elevator anywhere, I'd like to speak to people. Came down from the 6th floor to look for Mom and Dad after the mist disappeared. I still can't find them. Does the phrase super dead mean anything to you? As soon as the mist disappears, the arms dealer and accessory shop in the inn downstairs reopened. It's not that they just want to make money. I think they want to live and work as humans again. Come on over, folks. We have a lot of nice things. You better fucking give me a discount. I saved your ass. Bunch of rings, doors of light. I don't want any of this crap. Maybe I want weapons, jackass. You ever think of that? When I was in the mist, I dreamt I was devouring bread like a hungry wolf. That's weird. Can't think why. Uramias is where the new type of Seru come from, but I hear there's a strange secret there. There are ghosts in the Uramias. Oh, I wonder if that's a secret. Soul Diner, hell yeah. Sorry, we're still getting ready. Goodbye. Remember, this was a really beautiful young girl in Bulma. I think her name was Kara. Yeah, if you say so. We're not open yet. We're still cleaning up. What a dirty place. Was it always this dirty? What? What mist? I have no idea what you're talking about. Don't try and tease me because I'm old. I know who betrayed us to the allies of the mist. Do you want to know? Yeah. His name was Grantis. It was Grantis. Grantis helped build the floating castle. Why do I know Grantis? Name actually rings a bell. But I couldn't tell you who. Looking for a swordsman named Gazma. Do you know him? Yeah, about that. Is he safe? Sure. I'm so glad. Wait a minute. I can tell by the look in your face. Tell me the truth. Is he safe? I guess no. He's kinda safe. Oh, I see. I see. Survived the mist, but I had been unlucky. Maybe Gaza would have killed me as a Seiru monster. You've seen such terrible fighting. And poor Gaza. He puts down his sword, but after his grandchildren were killed by the mist, he took it up again. Poor lonely Gaza. His only choice was to live by the sword. Die by the sword. I know you're careful and find Seiru, but a Seiru is a Seiru. It's just a tool. People are more important than tools. Never let a tool rule your heart. This is good dating advice. Yeah, I mean, you're cheaper than upstairs, which is like $280. I get upstairs and I find out it's free. Cue infuriated rage. This is Imperial Majesty Emperor Etora the Eighth. Who, this guy? I am Etora Ignau Dirk de la Mincentus the Eighth, Emperor of Seoul. I'm just gonna call you Fred. You there! Are you the one they call Madarame? Yes. I see! Someone get those clowns out of here! I'm in their damn Calypso show. Be gone with you! Dogs rolling in on a ball and juggling. I am pleased. Many citizens fell victim to the mist in the long years before you arrived, but you've saved us. I also foresaw the danger posed by the floating castle. I ordered Usha to seal the Sage's Gate. I was correct in doing so. I have, from Usha, a message intended for the heroes who revived the Genesis Tree. I'm gonna write that down. Call it a crazy wild hunch. I feel the need to jot that one down. Ahem. Alrighty, let's see. That is XX triangle circle square. Definitely something easy to emulate on my Xbox 360 controller, or Xbox One controller I have plugged into my PC. Good thing I know PlayStation so well. I know what buttons those are. I know not what it means, but apparently it's a password. That is the message. I now entreat you to destroy the abominable floating castle. He's talking nonsense. Good work. Give my regards to Usha when you see him. XX triangle circle square. Also known as down, down, up, right, left. I hope Usha's safe. I hope you shut the fuck up. I knew I was right. As soon as the Miss Querda came running to this shop, and I got myself valuable weapons, the kind the shop upstairs just doesn't carry. Why are you still wearing the Seiru, though? I thought that said, holy cow! Holy Claw. The Battle Axe, which is for Madarame the Third. Expert Armor. I don't have the money for more than, like, one of these. Steel Boots seem like the wisest, because it boosts her attack and defense, whereas this guy just gets a decent defense boost. That's a massive upper body defense boost, for the record. That's an adequate upper body defense boost and lower body defense boost. That would obviously be a good attack boost, but yeah, I just feel like the Steel Boots are the way to go. And then I can sell! Yeah, I don't need the Tempest Jewel, don't need the Olive Shoes. Increase attacking power of arts. That could be good, actually. I need the Burning Jewel. That I need. Intelligence +4. Max MP. Given how I'm playing Madarame 1, it seems like I want to put a magic build on him just so he can summon that fucking guy that hucks spears at people as much as possible. I have the Force Blade, though. Don't need that. I probably do need that. There's probably something wrong with the fucking sword that I equipped. Like, I've got him on a wrong person, and it's just gonna, you know, really bite me in the ass. But we'll see. Now I've sold my Force Blade. Tim's not here to correct me, so who cares? Anyway, Power Water for attack. Give that to you, I suppose. Intelligence, I need MP. Need it on you. 79, yep. Wisdom Water. Just balance that all out. And then I want to equip on you. Oh, I did lose the fucking crown. That asshole. Oh, no, okay. Put it back in my inventory. I was going to say, he actually took my crown. What the fuck? Attacking power of arts, intelligence, max MP. Chicken heart. That might be, honestly, good to have. Since it would just let me run away easier. It's going to explode. That would be so annoying. Zolin's crown back on. And you, I guess I'm not really using AP a lot with you, so I guess you can have the magic ring. I have 306. Kara was born in Boomai here. They say something terribly sad happened to her. There are 3 Genesis trees in Booma. Okay. Well, I literally had to grow 1, so I already went in the diner. Back entrance. My soldier buddies disappeared in the mist. They must all be dead. Wow. Glad you're handling it so well. This tower was so much more exciting before the mist came. Whoops. Silly me. And you head up top and explain the situation. Then it sounds like I'm headed northwest to the labs. A Coliseum Arena dance club theater. They're packed with people having a good time. Everyone thought that when the mist went away, all the people possessed by Saber would return. A few actually came back. Must be Gaza. Yeah, Gaza killed a lot of people. And now he's immortalized in a tree you have to worship. Have fun with that. Daddy and Mommy told me it's safe now to go below the 3rd floor. I want to go there and play. Decadence and depravity are both good. Hell yeah. I'm going to celebrate this joyous occasion. Hell yeah. Love it. Now the mist is gone, I feel like celebrating. I think I'll go to the cafe. The mist is gone. You can see all the way to the bottom. So if you defeat Gaza, you would be undefeated at the Coliseum. Yeah, but I want to go to the disco club. Well, yes, the mist is gone, but I just don't know what I should do for myself now. You got a cute little girl with you. You should take her to the dance club. Don't talk about Madarame that way. He's been through so much. Dance club and enter the contest. Can you give me a freebie in the dance club? I want to see the gorgeous PS1 women. I hear some of them have upwards of 40 polygons. Ugh. Outrageous. Everyone's rescued the Genesis tree in the Warriors Square. Double digit. I know, right? Unheard of. I'm so grateful. If you destroy the floating castle and get rid of the mist, we'd be ecstatic. I'm working on it. Madarame and Mon. Oh yeah, the comedy club act. Forgot about that. The mist downstairs disappeared. Why is everyone acting so perplexed? Parents and grandfather lost in the mist. I'm gonna take care of my little brother. Oh, I found your brother. Good on you. Looks like it takes all kinds, I suppose. You said it. What are we talking about? I used to call Soul a dead world, a paradise of despair. I'm embarrassed. I hope, despair, life, and death. It all depends on how you look at things. Well, I hear the despair is hiding somewhere in the school. You wash out for her, so. Now that you mention it, I hear there's a magnificent tree in Booma, a town north of here. Ah, maybe I should head to north. I gotta head northwest anyway. Byron people could have told me they had a tree. I'd have gone back to Warriors Square. I imagine it sounds like I have to head northwest to find Usha anyway. I might as well head north, you know, since I'll be in the neighborhood to, Booma. Booma? Bumma? I don't know. I'm gonna keep saying Booma. Because Bumma doesn't sound like a good name for a town. Booma sounds alright. Sounds like a New Jersey person talking about people born in before 1990 or before 1970. Hey, Booma! Madarame, Madarame, Madarame! Good work. Words fail to describe my joy at your success. I deeply appreciate it. Also, his name is Old D's. I forgot about that. Shout out to Old D's. Hell yeah. Now I hear there's another Genesis tree in Karisto in Booma, far to the north. Your power and that of the Rasaru should enable you to revive it and drive off the mist. Good luck, and may Teague smile on the whole world. Guess I'm headed north. Worse places to go, I suppose. See what this elevator's all about. Oh, they have a save point in every elevator, I see. Why do they have a full elevator and like a half elevator? Whatever. I think floor 3 is where we get in, technically. Which doesn't make any sense, but, you know, there it is. Bars Club stairs still open. Go on and have yourselves a good time. That is the first floor. I think a place could get this dirty in 10 years. It'll take forever to clean up. Well, we did a good thing, fellow Madarames. Have you ever met His Majesty Fred? Yeah, sure did. Earl, don't forget what you have been told. Okay. You mean the password? Are you going out? Yeah? If you go to the northeast, you reach Booma. Northeast? Ugh, a city of ravines. From there, go west, and you reach the tower where Usha lives. So northeast and then west. Let's take a look at the big old map. Meanwhile, at Zora's floating castle. Oh yeah, these assholes. I forgot about them. Well, well, well. Looks like the kids revived the Genesis Tree of Soul. Not bad. I forgot about these assholes. Guy Delias, or Guy Delias. And his, like, insane siblings. Completely forgot about them. When you want that blue-haired brat dead, just say the word Zora and he's dead. Ha! You're quite confident. Believe them be. While they're wandering around, Koru will... Don't worry about Koru, says Lou Delias. Leave him to the Delias family. Then go, I'm counting on you. Yes, ma'am. So you've thrown in with this lot? Alright, let's check the map. So, obviously I can't go due north. Leaving the spiral, though, we get to here. That might be the town. It also might be that one right there. It's one or the other. And then if we head west, there's what I assume is his tower. I assume. Could be that over there. But, I mean, it seems to make the most sense that I check over here and see if this is, Booma. It's claimed it's a city... Oh, God, I forget how slow you are on the world map. It claims it's a city of ravines, and that looked somewhat ravenous. Alright, let's see if this sword is any good, or if I've made a terrible mistake by equipping it. I mean, it looks like he's wielding it fine. Okay, no he's not. Arms is huge. Look at how big Arms is. 3 attacks. Let's see if it's worth it. Compared to, you know, her arms, which are normal-sized. And his, which are also normal-sized. On the one hand, it seems like that's comedically bad that his arms are that big and they take up the entire meter. On the other hand... Oh, for God's sakes. I was gonna say, on the other hand, I'm mainly gonna use him in boss fights for his magic anyway, so... Moot point, but yeah, this is, He hit once with his 3 attacks. Don't know if I'll be hanging on to this. Sorry, Gaza, your sword might kinda suck. A la Pyramid Head from Silent Hill style. If you know, you know. I do not know. Well, don't worry about it then. Long story short, you can get Pyramid Head's sword, and it's not very good. Huh, he got 4 in there. You know, if you're gonna take up the massive space that you do, you could at least... I wonder, actually. Hold on. Maybe we can make this sword worth a damn. Hold the phone, because they keep blocking the damn sword, and that's annoying. But what if, and hear me out, chat, what if... Wait for it. Wait for it. Big brain play here. What if I, on the first Madarame here, were to equip the Guardian Chain? Neither you nor your enemy can block attacks. I'm not getting blocked anymore. Just saying. That big sword's gonna hit, and by God, it's gonna do the damage I'm telling it to do. See how good the sword is now. I'm guessing still only adequate. You aren't blocking either, might bite you in the ass later. I mean, it might. It might. That one's a real give and take on an item. You know, that guy did like 302. Let's see how I do. Well, I also didn't use the sword there, but I did 712. Got a new suit again. This game's actually very impressive in that it updates your armor pretty consistently, so... God, it's so big. It updates your armor fairly consistently if you equip new shit, so... Every piece of armor has a different look in battle. So yeah, she's getting a new outfit all the time. 459, that's not bad for 3 hits. Not a one of them blocked, I might add. He did 4 hits and it was only 318. That's the other thing. His attack... The massive boost to my attack, I think, applies to all things, not just my sword. So my unarmed strike, which I can do more frequently than just a sword hit, is still better because I'm holding the sword, because it checks my attack stat, I believe. Again, is it a gamble? Yes, to be, running around with this thing. But my point is, it's a gamble that might pay off, and if it doesn't, well... It's not like you guys will make fun of me. When have you ever bullied me, chat? Never hear good chat inhabited. Of course, yeah, see? 7-9 would know. That guy's been around for ages. Getting ready to bully you. I think torches go a little beyond bullying. What the fuck? Apparently chat's gonna light me on fire. And hey, as long as you don't plant a tree through my dick, I'm fine with it. You fool, down 10%? That only applies till the end of this battle. And I got news for you, that's about to happen right now. Booma! It's flippin' cold! Madarame, this is Booma. The Genesis tree must be here. I'll go check. I'll go on ahead to the Genesis tree. Alright. That's not a tree. That's Kara! Can't fool me again. Oh, for God. Hey, let's... I'll give you a minute, you emo bitch. Jesus Christ. Ugh. Your heart is frozen just like this ice. I can tell because my heart is buried here in the cold ice and snow too. Woe is me. Fucking suck it up. I'm eating some gummy bears. Whoa! Are we putting her in a tree next? If she doesn't behave. Naughty emo characters get the timeout tree. Madarame! The Genesis tree, come look, this is terrible. It's frozen stiff. It's frozen. Oh no! Oh no! Boy, you said it. It's frozen. It's covered in ice and snow. Yes, Red Hot Chili Peppers, I'm aware. We could, like, build a campfire near it. Tara, everything will be alright. Won't the Genesis tree wake up? Thanks, Tara. Never imagined something like this happened to a Genesis tree. We still have to try. We're going to focus all our energy. Come over here. Let's give it a try. Oh, dear. Ready, Madarame? Let's go join them. Let's just build a fire near it, all right? Don't let it catch on fire. But, like, thaw it out. Get some blankets on it, you know. Visualize the healthy, revived tree. Chat, are you visualizing? Concentrate harder! Think about trees, chat. Picture a mighty oak. Well, that didn't happen. Try any harder, we might damage the tree. Chat, why didn't you believe hard enough? No! No, we can't give up. We can't. I'll do it. I'll wake up the tree. With my windmill arms. Look at him go. Stop acting like a child. Have you met her? Wait, that's it. A Rasaru egg. This is a Genesis tree, so it should have an egg. I mean, I guess. Army's right. Ozma, can we at least get a Rasaru egg? Well, actually, looks like there are no eggs here. Looks like all the eggs have been taken away from the Genesis tree. An eggless run. Kara, she took them. She took the Rasaru eggs. I'm sure of it because she had one. Yeah, that would do it. Great fucking deductive reasoning there, Madarame. I see, it's possible, but I don't know for sure. One of the Madarames is a little slower than the others. Can't we melt the ice? If we could revive the tree. There's only one thing I can say for certain. And that is, dawdling around here isn't going to get us anywhere. Let's just wait for summer. Yeah, seems reasonable. Madarame, let's look for other leads. I mean, we can look around town, I guess, but you sure do talk big. Just you wait. I promise we'll figure out something. Apparently, they were not wanted there. I mean, I can go to the north. I could also head west to where the Ush's Tower is. But let's see what's up here, why not? I would have said look around town, but the game fucking kicked me out of town. If I'm meant to go into town, then the game fucking sucks. Why would they kick me out when I'm supposed to look around in there? Doesn't make any sense. Great job, Madarame. You showed him. Besides, maybe if I use the sword enough, it will become good. Wouldn't that be nice? Maybe it'll break into a knife that does the same amount of damage, but is super good because it's a knife. Copium is what I'm smoking, by the way, if anyone is curious. Big old hit of the copium bong. In-game. Nivora Ravine. nothing that way. And nothing that way. It's still frozen. All right. Not this way. Guess I'll try the tower to the west. Options being somewhat limited. I guess I could also just go home and be like, I took care of like half the world. That's pretty good, right? Someone else can handle it. That'd be a refreshing change of pace in a video game. They're like, look, I already saved half the world, I'm sure B team's got it. I don't want to fight that final boss guy. He seems angry and dangerous. I want to go home. Half the world's pretty good. I don't think anyone else can claim they've saved half the world. So I don't want to hear any judgment when I say I'm done. There's a lot of hits with that right arm he's got there. He'll get better with the sword, don't worry. He'll get better with it. Just give him time. Copium. And thus we head west for... like 8 steps. Cool, awesome. I wonder, I guess, first, if there's a wiki for this game. And second, what they say about this terrible sword that I'm insisting on using because I accidentally sold my other thing. I mean, can't deny the damage output, to be fair. Penguin doing a little jig. Can we kill this fucking bee? It's been alive for 800 years. Thank you. Oh, there was another bee. I'm gonna check real quick what the wiki has to say about this sword, because I am legitimately curious. Also, I assume there's a wiki because there's a wiki for literally everything. So, the Astral Sword. Astral Sword. Legaia wiki. Read to you, sure. His weapon is exclusive to Vaughn. Meaning the main guy, because his name happens to be Vaughn, is earned through a story event. The sword is the weapon of choice of Gaza, made from the bodies of dead Seru. It cannot be sold to any arms dealer. Damn it. Despite its massive attack power, it's not practical to use under normal circumstances due to making arms the art block take up twice as much space as Vaughn's other weapons. Additionally, due to its large bulk, Vaughn swings it slowly and strikes are often blocked by enemies. Not with my setup, baby. The only way to bypass the flaws of this sword is to equip the Evil Medallion, which puts him in the Rage status. Vaughn will execute a series of random arts with no consideration for art block spaces and will perform them in rapid succession. However, earning the Evil Medallion requires defeating optional boss Lapis, a task that is too daunting for most people at this point in the game when the Astral Sword is earned. It is the only weapon that is required to beat the game, as all others are optional. I suppose so. Vaughn? No, V-A-H-N. Van, I guess, could also be his name. So yeah, the idea is that it's slow and it gets blocked a lot and takes up a lot of space. The space thing isn't too much of an issue because he has other options for, you know, arts. V-A-H-N. He has other things he can do for attacks with other arts. And the blocking thing is negated by my Guardian Chain. So it seems like I've made the five-head play here. He said, totally in denial. 100% in denial. Yes, Madarame. I did notice fairly quickly that they were blocking all of my attacks with this stupid sword. Like, all but one. I'm like, yeah, it swung slow, so enemies often block. And I'm like, well, I'll fix that. And in boss fights, I just use, you know, magic that pins them to a wall anyway. Because it does 2k a hit, which is pretty fucking good. Maybe by the end of the game, 2k a hit will be outclassed by something, but for now, 2k a hit is solid. There's nothing to sneeze at. I assume, I mean, I don't know what I expected. I kind of thought when they said, oh, you know, he lives up in a tower. I guess what I was thinking was a bit more, how do I put it? I guess I thought maybe like a mad scientist tower, like a fortress or something, or a castle tower. This looks like a water tower, or not, it looks like a radio tower. Like a Firewatch tower. Knock knock, it's me. Dr. Usha. Is Dr. Usha there? Who is it? It's me, Madarame. Oh, well, why didn't you say so? Madarame? I don't know any Madarame. We're on a journey to wipe the mist from the face of the earth. We came seeking knowledge. Let us in. Well, you may just be clever Seiru. You say you want to destroy the mist. If you're telling the truth, you must know the password from someone in Seoul. Let me hear the password. It was square, square, triangle, circle. Sorry, XX, triangle, circle, square. I'm a dumb. That's it. You're the heroes. You're finally here. Just wait a moment. I'll send down the elevator. That will take it. What happens if I just... Is that randomly generated every time? I bet it is. Because if it were the same every time, it seems like it'd be a way to sequence break. But if it's randomly generated, that will take us up to Dr. Usha. Yeah, I kind of thought the tower would be like a whole ass level or something. Nah, we're just up here, man. Hey, guys. We all knew the brave heroes like you would come save us someday. Oh, Mrs. Usha. Hello! You're the first strangers I've seen in 10 years. I'm so happy. Nice to meet you all. The doctor awaits you in the laboratory up there. Go pay him a visit anyway. It's spicy, but good. It's really good. Me eating banchan. Except they're not on DoorDash anymore. Damn you, banchan! Doctor built his laboratory in a hurry 10 years ago when he learned about the floating castle. Hey, as long as it works, right? I'm stealing this. Who's got a teddy bear? There's a diary. Yeah, I'll read it. Bounty month, 12th day. We've waited 10 years. Everyone's disheartened except my husband. I must do something with things the way they are. I must be strong. 16. Assistant 1, wow, can't even name him, huh? Says he saw a blinding light shoot up from the sky in Seoul. Maybe the revival of the tree. If so, the hero should be coming soon. I mean, we did. It smells like a... Why did you sniff the stuffed animal? What the fuck are you doing? Smells like a woman, chat. There's a quote. Smells like a woman. Mustn't let it near the monastery. Guess 10 years of spent hiding from the mist are worth it. Customers, first I've had in a long time. Wonder if you want tools. This is the place. I got it for you. I don't need the book or the bronze book. The bad luck bell. Why would I? No. Healing berries could be good. That's what I'm looking for, though. The magic fruit. Hell yeah. I'll take 3. Need anything else? Nah, I'm good. And what's your deal? Welcome to the Usha Research Center. Would you like something healthy and satisfying to eat? Hell yeah, sure. Please eat all you'd like. Nice. Hell yeah. What hearty appetites you have. You seem refreshed. Thank you. Polite of them. I'm collecting samples of outside mist. We're watching the floating castle in shifts. If we could destroy the floating castle, we could free Karisto Kingdom of the Mist. Yeah, certainly could. How have you, like... It's not like there's a crop station up here or anything, right? There's a lot of people here, and it doesn't seem like there's a sustainable irrigation system or anything. You know that woman downstairs? Well, she's actually Dr. Usha's wife. All right. Dr. Usha's a naturalist and an alchemist, both versed in ancient and modern knowledge and science. I have the magic fruit. There are 3 brave heroes. That's why it's so heavy. Oh, the lift. The heroes are going to save us from the mist. We're counting on you. It's a hot spring. Oh, hell yeah. Madarame, hot spring. There's a hot spring here. Well, imagine that. Even have a bath in this floating place. I want to take a bath. I want to get in the hot spring. It seems like not the time. Wait a minute. Yeah. What do you mean? I'm going to take a bath. I don't mind. We can take a bath. Ooh, she is 14, actually. That's a crime. That is the appropriate response. Why not? You don't like me? Hey, look, it's just a little small. It's all... Oh, that's okay. I have a small butt so we can fit together. Well, I tried. Stop embarrassing this person. Always yelling at me. Sorry, she's still young and doesn't know about human ways. Aha! Ahem. Bath with a girl, I couldn't do that. I'm too shy. I'd like to, but Usha would get mad at me. Miss Usha. Alright, well, let's ignore the fact that he's talking about bathing with a 14-year-old girl. Man's been up here 10 years. The only whiff of a woman he gets is a teddy bear sometimes. Did you have a smooth elevator ride? Yeah. I'm glad. Just hearing that makes it all worthwhile. No. All right. There we go. Yeah, no, she's 14. She was raised by a wolf, I guess, so don't blame her for her ignorance. Blame the writers of 1998 for thinking that joke is still funny. It's not terribly funny. Working for the doctor for 10 years now. Well, yeah. That's how long the mist has been kicking around. Boy, big on the magic fruit. Usher's a great man, but he's a little long-winded. He's been studying the mist for some time. He's made little progress. Ah, you're here! I was waiting for you. You're the brave heroes, are you not? Yes. Yes, we are. All three of us hate the mist, and we're ready to destroy it by reviving Genesis trees. I hate the mist, too. Yeah, we established that. Oh! I knew it. You're so those are Rosaru on your arms, correct? You know about Rosaru? Of course, of course. But who are you? Where did you come from? Why don't we start with that question? There was a wolf and I was about to die. And, send this Rosaru in the Genesis tree, that's it, then I... Calm down, young lady, we have plenty of time. Speak more slowly. Madarame, and Madarame each told Dr. Usha of their fateful adventures. I guess just whenever we're like, and then we met the guy at the monastery, and he's like, so let me explain from my beginning. Then they came to the monastery, and then we all went together. Destruction of Rin, Elm's Wall, Terra, and Madarame, the fateful meeting, Mount Rikuria, Byron, Songi, Madarame, the Sky Gardens of Jeremy, the mystery of Octam, tragedy of Hari, the Prophet, the windless city of Vidna, the Seiru bridges of Ratayu, the swift flying train, Gaza, the swords master of Soul, and the ice-covered town of Booma. Heck, that sums it up. The Mist and Genesis Trees and Rosaru, and it was an amazing tale. It was a nice recap. Yeah, in turns, the three spoke. It was morning by the time they finished their tale. We were there for some of those things. I'm amazed, truly amazed. What a dreadful ordeal you've undergone for such a young age. Overcoming such adversity to bring peace to the world, how noble. You're indeed the heroes. I will do whatever I can to help you. My knowledge is at your disposal. Of course, destroying the floating castle should completely eliminate the mist from Karisto, but the floating castle can only be reached by air. To revive a Genesis tree is key. There's a Genesis tree in Booma, but it is covered in ice. It is impossible to revive it in that state. However, the ice can be melted. There's a Seiru in Navora Ravine to the north that breathes cold air. Its name is Koru. It was once a peaceful Seiru, but the mist has made it savage. The only thing to do is to destroy it. Well, sucks to be that guy, I guess. That's easy. Doctor, do it for us. Hurry. Ah, sweet. Guess we'll just sit this one out, Madarames. Madarame, calm down. Koru has been storing heat in its body for many years, and it's extremely dangerous. Make a wrong move and kaboom! Koru will explode and destroy you all. With the time-space bomb, we could trigger thermal reversal and destroy him neatly. Oh, of course, chat, the time-space bomb. How could we all forget about the time-space bomb that just this world has? It's a time-space bomb. We have no fire droplets with which to fabricate a time-space bomb. Oh, of course, we don't have the fire droplets. You gotta have those for a time-space bomb. Everyone knows that. I'll go get them. Where can we find them? In Uramias, an ancient book describing how to build a time-space bomb says, he who would seek the fire droplets must first dream in the home of the Seiru. The dream will summon Teague, who will bring the fire droplet. I don't know who Teague is, but I know that the home of the Seiru is Uramias. And if you have a dream there, that Teague will bring the fire droplets. It could be easy or difficult, but this is the only way. My wife has a key to the door to Uramias. You can get it from her. Uramias is to the west, yeah? Madarame, let's go to Uramias. Uramias, dreams, Teague, fire droplets, nothing but riddles. No comment on the time-space bomb, though, eh? 3 doors to Uramias can be opened with the Ruins key. Uramias is known as home of Seiru because a new type of Seiru was found there. Okay, but it's to the west, right? What kind of dreams you can have in Uramias? Oh, one's about where it might be. Specifically the direction. Please. Who fucking wrote this sentence? Fuck off. Praying for your success in battle. To the west? Hey, little lady, you must be Madarame. Wow, you're cute. Why do they keep talking to the monk that way? By the time you get back, we'll be even stronger and we'll move you even faster. Watch out for her. Miss Usha is crazy about tests and quizzes. This guy still hasn't taken a fucking bath? What are you doing? Don't stare at me, it's embarrassing. I mean, at least he had the proper reaction to almost bathing with a 14-year-old girl, which was, no. Please go away now. Looks like you're all going somewhere. Heard you're talking to the doctor through that speaking tube over there. Now, I may be a worrywart, but I'm a little uneasy about this. Here are some questions, see if you properly understood everything. Answer all of them correctly, and I'll give you a runes key as a puzzle. First question. Where's the home of Rasaru? It's Uramias. Swiss. Yo, tag yourself. I'm Swiss. My street name, because I deliver cheese. It's Uramias. Next question. What are you going to do in Uramias? I'm going to dream dreams. Fight Songi, awaken the Genesis Tree, overthrow the leader. I mean, I get the sense I'm going to be doing more than one of these, but I'm specifically going there to dream a dream. Third question. Let's get to the point. What are you going to get in Uramias? Fire seeds. Swimsuits for adults. Time space bomb, kinda right. Arasaru, and the fire droplets. Almost there. Last question. Once you have it, where do you take the fire droplet? To Nivora Ravine. Or do I bring it here? I bring it here, right? So that he can make the time space bomb. I'd certainly not Sol and Booma. I assume I bring them here so we can make the time space bomb, which I then use in Nivora Ravine. Yeah, bring it back here. Got every question right. Here's your prize. Ooh, the runes key. It's my husband's collection. It may have some connection to Uramias. Good luck, I know you bring back the fire droplets. And they're to the west, right? Spicy. Like the kind of spice of fire drop. Okay, thank you. West of our laboratory, good luck. That's all I needed, for the love of God. Some people. Everyone goes to sleep without cleaning up first. Well, it's been 10 years, so figure you get used to it. Anyway, down I go. We're headed to the west. Just save here. The question on everyone's lips, only one guy answered it. I mean, I assumed it was to the west. I think that's the only place I can go at this point. Yeah, right there, that I haven't been. Because I can't get through there. The ice is very conveniently blocking it. That's Nivora Ravine. That's Booma. That's Soul Tower. And that's Karisto Station. And the train doesn't run this far anymore. They kind of hurled us close enough. Trolley crashed. They're like, they'll figure it out, and when the mist is cleared, we'll go and get them. Depending on how tough, I assume I have to fight yet another boss for these fucking fire droplets. But depending on how tough it is, I may have to grind up some money and get some weapons. Or, new gear in Soul. Shouldn't be a problem. Today's Thursday. I can do that tomorrow morning for a bit, if needed. Just set the game to fast mode and zone out while I grind. Part of me feels like I should get a proper weapon for Madarame here. Since, clearly the sword is meant to be a gag item. It's obviously it's supposed to be too unwieldy. But I am kind of keen to just stick with it as the meme. I've got the thing that means they can't block it, so... One of the downsides is gone. It's just, you know... the fact that it takes up a massive amount of space on the arms. Uramias. Madarame, this must be the place. This must be Uramias. Looks like UFO. Those strange structures in the distance must be Uramias, the ancient ruins, Dr. Usha said. But Madarame, have you noticed something unusual? There's no mist, there's no Seiru, Madarame is full of energy? That's not unusual. Sure. Yes, you're right! Madarame, you don't notice what's around you, but you do notice Madarame. You're the leader, Madarame. Stay alert. Be aware of what's around us. There's no mist and no Seiru. You didn't sense that as strange? It's more relief than anything. Those ruins must have the power to hold off the mist. Well, we've seen that a strong enough breeze can hold off the mist. Madarame, there's no one here. Where could Teague be? Wasn't Teague a god? Remember what Usha said? Yeah, of course I do. Very good. Let's go dream like he told us to. Then we'll see if Teague actually gives up fire droplets. Yeah, there's just nearby windmills. A large industrial fan is nearby. Some weird house here. Let's go inside. Yeah, there's an item chest. Don't go inside by yourself. Well, I mean, it's not like it has a roof. It's not like, you know... There's a great beast hiding in those ruins. What are we going to do with that, kid? I mean, are we going to dream here? Seems kind of shitty, but, you know. How did we miss you? You were right there. What the fuck? Sure, dude. Healing berry. Hell yeah. Book on the desk. I will read it. Guidelines for Seiru trapping. Seiru come out at midnight. The trapper must therefore patrol the Uramias only at sunrise. That's well after midnight. Should so still she didn't register to us. Oh, because we're all secretly T-Rexes. Got it. Uramias is off limits from sunset to sunrise because that's when whispers are frequent. The trapper must never wear a captured Seiru. All Seiru should be sent to Seoul as soon as they are caught. The whispers are the voices of a demon. Trapper, never listen to the whispers even in daytime. The trapper must never touch the 3 doors on the side of Uramias. Huh. What is this? There's nothing I can interact with. Alright. And, of course, there's no Kara. Why would there be? Read this, though. Faded letters, it reads, Warning! Uramias is Seoul territory. Do not enter without the permission of the Emperor. I mean... I think I got it. So, what, we just sleep here? This is Uramias. These are strange runes indeed. I don't see any place where we could use the rune key from Miss Usha. What? Madarame, what's the matter? I hear something. It's a voice. I hear a voice. A voice? Madarame. I hear it too. I don't hear shit. I hear words inside my head. You was key ruins. Who has door? Dreams will be open. Gather at dream door open. Well, that didn't make any damn sense. I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing. Whose voice is that? Madarame, did you see the light? I saw a light down there. Whoever it was seems to have opened the doors because we have the runes key. Let's go inside. Yeah. This must mean that the door leads to the fire droplet. All right, let's go inside. Sure, dude. In we go. kind of thought the 3 doors would lead to roughly the same place. Very bright hallway is what it's led us to. Suddenly, serene words enter Madarame's mind. Madarame. Madarame and Meta. Welcome, human. Welcome, Rasaru. The stone sage awaits you. It awaits your dreams and your minds. Hey, seems like this is my dream to take. I'll be peacing out, guys. Can't go by yourself. That seems like I'm gonna. How come sometimes the monk has a mustache? Like, sometimes his character model's sporting a real fucking Magnum PI stash over there, and I don't know why. Madarame, you can't go by yourself. And other times he's not. Hey, I'm just gonna nap on this Jello, don't mind me. It's actually really comfy. He's sleeping. Can you hear me? You mustn't waken Madarame. He's dreaming. Dreams mirror the heart. Madarame is looking into his own heart. And Teague is watching. Teague is displeased that he sold the armor he got from his childhood friend. That was a real dick move. That his mouth being opened? No, you're thinking of Diglett. Pokemon famous for having its mouth open. When the baby was born, there was too much hemorrhaging. If only we had Drake water. That's some joke about calling me on my cell phone water. Then Nora would be all right. With the mist, it would be next to impossible to reach Drake Castle. Madarame! Madarame! Oh, when I was just a wee boy. What are you doing? Don't eavesdrop like that. Dad. Welcome home, Madarame. Village elder is here, so go pay your respects. That's my sister. Ah, Madarame, you're such a good child. I'll be going now. Take good care of your mother. Oh, wow, it's playable. Goo goo gaga. You said it, Nene. Madarame, you're so grown up now. I'm like 8. What the fuck do you mean? What does she mean? I'm 8. If only we had Drake water. If only there was no mist. Don't worry, Madarame. I was just talking to myself. Your mother will get better. Well, no, she won't. It's almost dark. Don't go outside the wall now. Val! I looked all over the village, but I couldn't find him. I couldn't find Madarame. Just as I thought. He must have snuck outside the wall when we weren't looking. He must have gone to Drake Castle. He heard me talking to the Elder. He's going to get Drake water. Boy, I hope I did it. Hope everything went perfectly swimmingly and well. Val, can't you wait until the wind changes direction in the morning? If I cannot convince you otherwise, then so be it. I give you my permission to open the gate. Oh dear! Madarame managed to return safely from Drake Castle, but Val was attacked by a Seiru. Wow! Fucking Dad screwed it up? Really? He's the one that fucking buggered this whole plan? He survived, but they say his leg will never be the same again. We probably shouldn't have come after me then. Sounds like I had a chance here. What a poor family. No, I got the water. It's fine, right? I returned from Drake Castle. Where the fuck's my mom? Probably out and about, being happy and healthy since I returned, right? Oh. Now I'm in the Shadow Realm. Why is the bed shaped like a coffin? Don't blame yourself for the past. Do not feel guilty. The past cannot be changed. Instead, you must be brave and work to create the future. That's what it means to be human. For humans are those who are brave enough to create their own future. Okay, but did my mom live or what? Because it sounds like I got the water and shit. And then, like, my dad fucked his own leg up. It was his fault. I don't really feel guilty about that. If he just stayed home, it sounds like it would have gone fine. The words echo in Madarame's mind. My child, your dream is fulfilled. Oh, so we have to each go and have a character moment. I'm curious what Wolf Girl's character moment's gonna be. It's gonna be, hey, listen, you need to stop getting into baths with grown men. That's weird. Don't do that anymore. You're alright, were you having a bad dream? If you don't want to tell us what you're dreaming about, that's okay. Hey! Madarame, look! Ah, a ray of light from the pillar. Someone's there. I mean, I sense we're gonna have to do this 2 more times. Whoever must be using the lights to show himself to us. Maybe that's Teague. Let's go look. I mean, in begin was Teague was every then him into 2. Those hum Seru also divid world to human Seru. Boy, you said it. To put to placed Gen E's human world and tree in the Kai. Alright, we're gonna go have another dream, see if we can clear this up here. Whose dream will this be? Oops, sorry. This'll be looks like Green's dream, which I think is Madarame 2. The girl Madarame. The raised by a wolf Madarame. Well, this is a trippy sequence. I kind of like it. It's a good break from just dungeon boss, dungeon boss, dungeon boss. This is a fun little trippy sequence. Suddenly, serene words enter into Madarame's mind. Ah! Fucking Madarame over there. Madarame and Terra, welcome human and welcome Rasaru. The stone sage awaits you, awaits your dreams, and in your mind. Ah! I guess it is his open mouth, but it really does look like he just has a mustache. What's wrong with Madarame? Where are you going? Listen, we've been down this road, alright? She's just gonna sleep on the jello and everything will be fine. You can tell by Madarame's breathing, she's sound asleep. Madarame is being drawn into the spirit world. She's going to have an important dream now, everyone. So shut it! King Nebular. Madarame! I'm thinking of naming the child Madarame. Well, that's a stupid fucking name. Queen Minia. That's a lovely name, Madarame, the promise of a new era. Is that what that means? Yes, a new era of prosperity and hope. That's what the child represents. Jet, your majesty. I'm thinking of becoming Satan and playing underwater football. What do you think about that? Your majesty, I've come with a most pressing matter. Jet, enter. Wrong series. Ah, well. I trust Her Majesty is in good spirits. Also, it seems like your head's on fire. You want to do something about that? Actually, she's been diagnosed with a case of ligma. There's nothing we can do. No! Not ligma! Oh my god! Court did that? You see, Your Majesty, ligma's completely incurable. She also has a terrible case of Sagandis. I understand. I'll go at once. My mom got a big forehead. Did something happen to Court? It's not showing it, but trust me. Massive forehead on that woman. It's nothing to worry about. I'm sure. I can't talk now. I'll be going to investigate the matter myself. Look at that! It's a crazy big forehead. Madarame, Conkrum's future. Your future. Madarame, I want you to have a happy, prosperous life. Also, my head was super pointy. I don't know if I'm busy looking at her massive forehead. Top of Madarame's head was super pointy. It's the mist! Get rid of the Seiru! Lock the doors! Ah! Oh no! Ah, woman not so lucky. Literally pecked to death. Courageous soldiers of Soren, this town of Konkrum will soon die. I care nothing of my own life. Let the mist take it. That dude does not look thrilled to be here. After all, I am the queen. I must share the same fate as this nation. But this newly born child, Madarame, I want her to see the future. Did you ever see the first Superman movie? We're doing that, all right? Take this child to a land untouched by the mist. Take her to a world with a future, please. Your Majesty, your courage is inspiring. So who the fuck is this guy? I'll take Madarame as far as I can go, however far that may be. Thank you. Now hurry, the mist is getting closer. But yeah, who is this guy? Because he's not in the story until now. She was raised by a wolf on a mountain. Go now, hurry, the mist draws near. Dude's got a sweet set of wings, I'll give him that. That's probably a Seiru, which seems like a bad thing to be relying on at this exact moment in time, but what are you gonna do? Oh, Madarame. Uh-oh. Looks like he couldn't outfly the mist. Did he get sucked into the volcano? What happened to him? Then along came the most high-textured wolf you've ever seen. Look at it go! And then a magic gem fell out of the sky. Your name is Madarame. How do you do? Not gonna say anything about the dead guy next to me, huh? I have decided to live with you. Boy, you know, it really seems like Madarame kind of got lucky here. Madarame, young victim of the whims of fate. What the fuck is on my monitor? Is it the part of the game? What is that? The past is etched into your mind. It is now revealed. The pain of your past may have left large scars that may gnaw at your heart. But never lose hope, for when there is hope, you can draw strength from the past. That is what being human is all about. That is part of the game. What the fuck? What is that on the left side of the screen? Like weird tearing there. I'm seeing it in the stream as well. The fuck? Now it's gone. How weird. My child, your dream is fulfilled. Feel like it could have been interesting to see, you know, that guy maybe ask the wolf or, you know, the stone to please take care. He could have just let that guy explain what was happening instead of dying right next to her. That dude who seemed kind of important to her backstory doesn't even get, like, a name or anything. The guy who literally saved her. Are you alright? Uh-huh. Madarame, let's go to Konkrum after we destroy the floating castle. Someone's waiting for me in Konkrum. Someone who knows me. So we have to go to Konkrum, okay? Do you promise? I think we were doing that anyway, but yeah, sure, why not? There it is again, the light. Alright, one last dream. You ready, monk man? Phantasmal light, Madarame, that's neat. This is fun. Ozma, you've heard of it before? Well, it's happened twice now in the last 10 minutes, so. Now why would a Rosaru like you know about a phantasmal light? Well, tell me about it if you know. Or are Rosaru trying to manipulate us for some purpose? No, that's not at all, you must believe me. We just wanted to talk to your minds rather than explaining things through words. Well, if talking is that disagreeable to you, do what you must. But listen, Ozma, if your intentions ever diverge from mine, then believe me, you won't get away with it. Well, that wasn't ominous or anything. You're so angry about Madarame, I don't understand. Boo-hoo! Come on, Madarame. We have to have the last dream. It's true, we do. In begin, wit, Teague and Tit was ever then Divid himself too. Those human Seru Teague also divided world to human world Seru Kai. We almost have the full story. To perked two worlds to place genies in human, a mother tree in Seru Kai. I mean, we've all been there. Last one. This looks like a hallway from Prince of Persia. Just saying. You know, in the beginning, when you would, like, find the optional upgrade halls. Serene words entered Madarame's mind. Madarame and Ozma, welcome. The Stone Sage waits you. Go dream. Sleep on the jello. Madarame's walking away. Yeah, it's happened twice now already. We've all seen it at this point. Just let him sleep on the jello. He's snoring. Yeah, that'll do it. Can you hear me? You mustn't awaken him. He's dreaming. Dreams mirror the heart. Looking to his own heart, Teague is watching. Madarame must be the strongest in all of Byron. He has to be. Songi can train all he wants, but he could never match Madarame's spiritual strength. Silence! It's Master Zapu. 8 years have passed since the mist covered the earth. These are difficult times, but I'm pleased how hard each of you has devoted yourself to training. The way you've kicked women in the teeth daily. It's really inspiring, men. Remember, we hate women at this monastery. That's canon. Now, as you all know, tomorrow's Byron's Transmigration Festival. As always, we hold a ritual tournament. Madarame. Yes, Master. Songi. Yes, Master. As monks of Byron, there are things expected of you. You must fight with all your skill in order to make this a chivalrous tournament. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's enough for today. Time to begin your individual tasks. Madarame, the ritual tournament's a drag, eh? I don't like that look in your eyes. He spits at his feet. But you think you're gonna win, don't you? No, To hell with you! I'm not stupid, I can tell by that look in your eyes. Humph. Ah, forget it. Let's just have ourselves a good time tomorrow, alright? Ha ha! Son of a bitch, I'll fucking kill him, I swear to God. Well, Madarame's like, did he just... He knows I heard that, right? There's no way he doesn't. But Songi, tomorrow is the tournament! What? If you take Jeagle grass, your body will go numb and you won't be able to fight. You probably shouldn't do that, then. Mind your own business. Can't take this headache anymore. Besides, everyone knows Jeagle grass is the best thing for a headache. Guy spits a lot. Quit yapping and just give me the Jeagle grass. Don't blame me if things go wrong. Do you want water, or... No, I'm going to take this after I go back to my room. Oh, he's going to drug his opponent. Shameful. Madarame, this is embarrassing, but I was afraid that you'd beat me tomorrow, and I knew I shouldn't, but I took Fury boosters to help me fight better. But as soon as I took them, I started feeling guilty. I felt self-loathing. Sir, you take a Fury booster too. But why? This is a contest, so we gotta be fair. And I want this to be a fair fight. So go ahead and take it. Well, I don't know. Alright, I'll do it. Hey, isn't this Jeagle grass? Pretty good. You just gulp that right down. Alright, let's go. Madarame, Songi, are you ready? In praise of the great benevolence and miracles of Byron, we hold this ritual tournament. Let the tournament begin. What's the matter, Madarame? Scared to fight me? Oh, wow. He gets cool 60s drug vision. Come on, Madarame. Took only a matter of seconds. Madarame lost. I don't believe it. Haha, that's right, I beat Madarame. Me, Songi, I win! Songi, you made Madarame take Jeagle grass, didn't you? I'll be quiet. How should I know what medicine he takes? Stop playing dumb. You may think you've tricked Madarame, but he knew. He knew all along. Eh? I told him I gave you the Jeagle grass. I warned him not to take any medication he gave you. Madarame just laughed and said, "Oh, Songi's my best friend. Don't worry," he said. Damn. Songi is kind of an asshole. Madarame! Ah, he's sleeping. He's still numb. Madarame, you think you're clever, don't you? You think you let me win. You're so arrogant. You think it's funny to make a fool out of me like that? Some best friend, you hypocrite. Never get away with this. Never! I'll crush you. I'll beat you to a pulp. Wow. I kind of sympathize with this guy a little bit more. Songi's a dick. You did your best. You have nothing to be ashamed of. After all, even when unavoidable misfortunes occur, it's a spirit that remains in the end. So be proud of yourself and use pride to create happiness. That's what it means to be human. Humans are those who create their own happiness with their pride. I actually agree with that. But yeah, no, I like how his flashback was like, hey, look, you tried, man. Sometimes it's just the people you know are real sons of bitches. That Songi's a prick. What are you gonna do? It's like, yeah, I guess. Madarame, my child, your dream is fulfilled. Sucks to suck, Songi. Madarame, you seem sad. Melancholic, even. How do you know that word? In my dream, I remembered something I didn't want to. So that means we're all finished dreaming. Serene words echo in their minds. You did well, my children. Your dreams are now fulfilled, and our souls are recalled to life. We shall teach you the past. We shall teach you the future. That is Teague's gift. I'm really more concerned about the future and or present. You can leave the past out of it, I guess. That is the mission of Teague, the Seiru human, both Seiru and human. Look, it's Teague. I can see Teague clearly now. And his weird harem of sperm elves. Teague, both Seiru and human. Did Teague tell you everything? Well, I haven't spoken to him yet, so no. No, he hasn't. Teague is time. Teague is unconditional words. It is Teague's will for the words to be full of humanness. Let me talk to all these guys, I guess. The being there was Teague. Teague was everything. Then Teague divided himself into two. Those were human and Seiru. Teague also divided the world into two. Human world and Seiru Kai. Okay. I'm with you so far. To protect the two worlds, Teague placed 10 Genesis trees in the human world and a mother tree in Seiru Kai. Why didn't he just make it so they could coexist peacefully? Seems like we could have avoided a lot of this. To govern Seirukai, Teague chose a small group of Seiru and gave them a special Rasaru power. Okay. 1,000 years ago, by the human calendar, the Rasaru Rogue, plotted behind Teague's back. Rogue gave the humans Seiru, but humans coveted the power, bringing chaos to the human world. Teague learned of the plot of the Rasaru Rogue and sealed him in the eternal dungeon of Rogue. Boy. Did he name that like before or after the... Okay. A few Seiru in the human world were left to serve humans who had built civilization with the Seiru. The mist is the breath of the evil rogue. But the mist covering Legaia was created by humans. Teague sealed Rasaru into the humans' Genesis tree, and he ordered them, help the compassionate humans and save the world if a rogue or other evil presence should appear. We spoke to you already. In the beginning. Well, I heard everything, yep. Madarame, the three of you now understand the Seiru, Rasaru, and Teague. No, not at all. Teague's time, unconditional words. Teague's will for the world to be full of you. Okay, I have to say yes. So from my understanding, in the beginning there was nothing but this Teague guy, and Teague got bored and said, I'm going to make humans and I'm going to make Seiru. Seiru are kind of demon-y magic spirit things. Humans are humans. Also, because I hate people, they're not going to be able to coexist. It's going to be chaos if they touch, so we're not going to have them touch each other. And then some real Judas motherfucker showed up and said, yeah, but what if they did? And so he started intermingling the Seiru and the humans, and shit's all fucky-wucky now. And that's pretty much where we're at. We're trying to undo that. Do we understand all that? Yeah, more or less. Oh yeah, the Raw Seiru were like the people running the show over there. Teague knows all. Now Teague will entrust you with the fire droplets. Sounds good. Fire droplets from an age when chaos was the world and the world was chaos. Fire droplet is chaos. The chaos is fire droplets. Teague, the pure perfect being, Seiru human who is spirit only. You should now answer the hopes of the human and Ra Seiru by opening the door to his world here and now. I just need the fire drops, man. Must make room for Teague. Wait, so the mist is doing some is the doing of a power-hungry schmuck. I don't even know if it was a bid for power. It sounds like a, you know how Lucifer betrayed God? It sounds a bit like that. It sounds like this person named Rogue betrayed, the hierarchy. And, Rogue was punished, thrown in an eternal dungeon, but the damage had been done, and the damage is this mist that's covering the world, which we're now trying to fix. Teague has brought, the two worlds together into one. Chaos is summoned. Fire droplet is chaos. Teague now returns to chaos. I don't know what this fire droplet and chaos thing is, but from my understanding of the world's history, it's rather biblical, actually. Very allegorical to Christianity. Teague's gone. The fuck's my fire droplets? You know, it just occurred to me. This is epic and like we're getting the history of the world and what happened and it's kind of interesting and all that. Something is taken out of it when I realize, you know, I'm getting the fire droplets to build something called a time-space bomb. Like, that kind of really takes the wind out of the sails of the whole gravitas. Teague has left humans with this. Okay. Madarame, use your courage, your pride, and your hope. With these three things, knowledge will create the future. Never forget that. Ancient magic, but also a time-space bomb. Yeah, right? Like, we're getting this how the world was created and a betrayer amongst the Seiru who united the human worlds to spread chaos. And meanwhile, it's like, so are we making this fucking bomb or what? We got shit to blow up. Chop, chop. We're on a schedule, Teague. That was all a dream. Oh, is that all? Are we going to wake up in the house down in the town? No, Madarame, look, it's the fire droplet. It'd actually be very clever if we woke up in the house in the town. That'd be funny. It's like, oh, we never went up to the, never went up to the device. Never got never spoke to Teague. It was all a dream. That would be a nice touch, actually. We must hurry back to Usha's laboratory. Doesn't look like we're doing that. Cutscene. Oh no! What's this? Is this the world of Teague again? No, that's not Teague. The whole forest is shaking. Madarame, that's a Seiru that doesn't belong on the surface. It's the... Oh shit, it's Juggernaut. Juggernaut! He's unstoppable. We must run away, Madarame. It's too dangerous. The only thing we can do is flee. Yeah. That's the fucker from the beginning that ripped through the wall and had like a mouth made of knives. Yeah, that guy. I'm not inclined to fight him. I imagine I'll have to at some point, but boy howdy am I not inclined to at this moment. Uh-oh. You stupid idiot, I already got what I needed from there. Ha ha! No one even cares if that gets blown up now, probably, totally. Although he is a little close for comfort. Okay, never mind, he's gone. Am I relieved that he can disappear like that, or should I be more concerned? Or Amias is all destroyed. Now we can never borrow the power of Teague again. The enemy, the Mist's henchmen, must have felt the words of Teague. Teague was an obstacle to their goal. That is why they unleashed the Juggernaut on this holy place. But we still have the fight. I mean, it seems like if he was an obstacle, they should have destroyed this a bit ago. They had like a decade, but, you know. I guess, you know, the to-do list gets longer every day, huh? And things just drift to the bottom. We still have the fire droplet that Teague gave us. Come on, everyone. Let's teach those henchmen of the Mist a good lesson. Let's teach them a lesson. Let's get them real good. I was wondering where Kara was. In my mind, it's like, okay, so there's one more potential big Rasaru here, and that's the trickster one, Rogue. Songgi might have it because, you know, he's running around all cool and shit in the mists and seems to, you know, still have his senses. Kara is actually a thief, though, so it's occurred to me that she might also have it. Fucking strut, Jesus. PS1, baby! She somehow enters the room hips first. What, are you having a party with a monster like that one on the loose? Kara, what are you doing here? Ha ha ha! Well, that's a fine how do you do. I can do whatever I want whenever I want. Can you go away? Like now? Hey, Kara, why don't you give us the egg of Rasaru you have? Egg of Rasaru? Oh, you mean the Rasaru egg? Yeah, no. Fucking shit. Figure that one out on yourself, huh, Kara? Fucking bitch. Oh. Huh. Alright, cool. That was easy. What? Yeah. Huh? Yeah. Hooray, let me have it. I want it. I want the egg. Alright, that's kind of funny. I'm not gonna give it to you for nothing. I knew it. If you wake Buma's Genesis tree like you did in Soul, don't I need it to? Then I'll give you my Rasaru egg as a reward. That was your plan from the beginning. Well, we're doing that anyway. Why do you care? Well, get to it. There she goes, hips first again. Tell me why? Why don't you want us to awaken Bulma's Genesis tree? Didn't really work. Well, if I said it was for love, little kids like you wouldn't understand anyway. Well, I mean, I don't think she wants the mist there, Madarame. It's kind of a bad thing. That'd be like if I had, you know, a ruby that somebody was looking for, and I said, hey, cure the horrible plague that's murdering people, and I'll give you my ruby. And they were like, why do you want the horrible plague gone? I don't know, man. It's ruining my view. Why do you think I want the horrible plague gone? Do I need a reason? It's a horrible plague. Madarame, what's love? Does that have something to do with the Genesis tree? Boy, fucking let me tell you, I got no idea either. So you don't know what love is either. Okay, let's figure it out together. Hurry, both of you. We have to deliver the fire droplet to Usha. It's fine. They're both 14. Probably a little young to be saving the world, but, you know. Nice little meet cute is perfectly fine. I'm gonna get right outside Usha's tower, and I'm probably gonna call it there for the day. Nurga and Boogie Pump. Hell yeah. Tag yourself. I'm Boogie Pump. So yeah, tomorrow we'll, I guess we'll try and build the time-space bomb and see what's going down on the mountain end in Buma. And then on Sunday, 500,000 gamer score, and the first stream of the new year. Which means tomorrow's the last stream of the old year. What a year it's been. I had fun. In my opinion, played far too much Persona, but you know, other than that, it was a good time. Very strong chin on that Madarame. Which actually thinks you're into Persona from all the Persona you watched. Yo, same. Spoilers, I'm not into Persona. Great, because I'm not going to play it again. If I play any other Persona, it will be the fighting game as like a joke. Just to annoy Persona fans. Or, I don't know, maybe like the dancing game for an April Fool's Day thing. I could be talked into playing the dancing one. Fun fact, the Persona dancing game actually has a plot. That's more than just, you know, dance, baby. Like, there's actually a story going on. It's pretty dumb, but kind of amazing at the same time. The plot in... There's 3 Persona dancing games. The plot in... Weirdly, the first one to exist was Persona 4 dancing. They made 3 and 5 at the same time because 4 succeeded well enough. And they're like, we could milk, you know, Persona 3 a little bit more for some extra cash. The plot of 4 is, like... A god kidnaps your friend, and you have to go and get them back, but you're in a dimension where fighting doesn't exist. So the only way to defeat the god is by boogieing down, baby. Bust a move and strut your stuff. And that's it. That's the plot. Get your boogie on, baby. Dance better than God if you want to save your friend. Perfectly simple and easy to understand plot. What do you mean? Slowly making my way. I need to, magic up. I can rest at the tower anyway. Doesn't matter if I burn a couple of spells healing. Alright, here's the tower. that is going to be it for me today. Tomorrow's the last stream of the year. Just going to be more of this. And then on Sunday, 500,000 gamer score. Nice, fun, lighthearted game, a break from this JRPG crap. But hey, next time we're making a time-space bomb, which, you know, also kind of a fresh take from a JRPG. You can talk about Persona 5 all you want. At no point did they try and make a time-space bomb. All right, this game's got him beat on that one. So anyway, love you all. Be good people. I will see you tomorrow. Have a good rest of the day. Have a happy new year if you can't make it out tomorrow. Love you all. Be good people. Toodle pip.